So this is Goldie Roger, otherwise known as Gold Roger, and he's the Pirate King, so that's kind of cool. But what's not kind of cool is that he's about to be executed, so that's like kind of sad. But before his head walks to Lowtown, he tells the world of his treasure that will belong to anyone who can find it. Money, fame, riches, anything you can imagine is all in the one piece. This inspires a great age of pirates. So 11 years later, this guy named Shanks is staying at this town. He meets a boy named Monkey D. Luffy, who wants to join his pirate crew. Shanks refuses, of course, because you can't really have a toddler on a pirate crew. So Luffy goes to sulk in the bar, eating like a maniac next to a suspiciously large treasure chest that totally won't be important later, guys. These bandits then come in and disrespect Shanks and cause a mess when denied booze. Once they leave, Luffy says that Shanks should have stood up for himself and his crew, but Shanks says that's unnecessary. So Luffy storms out after them. And hey, remember that chest that he was eating next to? Yeah, so in that is a devil fruit, and eating this one granted Luffy the powers of a rubber man, the Gum Gum fruit. An unfortunate side effect is that it takes away your ability to swim. So sad. Luffy's arm stretches long, and everyone is shocked as all hell. So a time later, Shanks comes back from a voyage and to find Luffy had been kidnapped from the bandits of earlier, but trying to sell him to the circus or something. So Shanks finds them, saves Luffy, stares down the Sea King, and loses his arm. So sad. Shanks sees Luffy's dream of becoming a pirate king just like someone he knew and bestows upon him his straw hat, promising to meet again once again when Luffy becomes a strong pirate. 10 years later, Luffy is 17 and sets sail on a small rowboat, but he has no idea how to use it because he's like kind of dumb. So he gets sucked into a whirlpool, but he's actually kind of smart, so he decides to put himself on a barrel. So a time later, these pirates find that same barrel to maybe get some booze out of it, and Luffy just busts out and beats them up. Kobe is a chore boy, and he's like kind of there too. So Kobe explains that he's being held captive and can't follow his dream of becoming a Marine. Luffy takes that personally, of course, because his dream is very important to him, and he beats up the Captain Alveda, who's holding Kobe captive. Kobe thanks Luffy and decides to stay with him for the time being, and they decide to go to a Marine base to steal a map of the Grand Line. So they row to the island where the base is located and plan to infiltrate the base, but in the courtyard they find a man strapped to a crucifix like he Jesus Christ. They ask him about it and find that he disrespected the authority of the son of the Marine captain Helmeppa. Luffy tries to recruit Zoro to his pirate crew, but he initially turns him down, but after Luffy infiltrates the base, finds the map along Zoro's swords, and beats up Captain Morgan, Zoro decides to join the crew. Kobe decides to actually stay behind at the Marine base to be trained as a cadet. They say their goodbyes, and Luffy and Zoro set sail, waiting for a new adventure.